Walk with the wise and become wise. Welcome to a special edition of the Retirement Answer Man Show. Well, hey there, this is Roger Whitney, your host. Hey, I'm coming to you with an extra episode. What do you know? Today, what we're going to do is a little bit of a celebration of the Rock Retirement Club, our online platform that has retirement planning calculators and workshops and tools and meetups to help you rock retirement, not just with the money side, but the non-financial side as well. And it's its 4-year anniversary this month, which is cool. Next Thursday, October 27th, we have open enrollment. So I would love to invite you to join if it's right for you. And I also want to invite you to online meetups we're having on October 27th. That's a Thursday night. And then Saturday mid-morning where I'm going to teach you a structure to have more confidence in your plan. So I'm going to try to teach a little bit. And then we're going to talk about inviting you to the Rock Retirement Club so you can have more confidence in your plan as well. So you can go to livewithroger.com to go ahead and get registered for that. It's going to be a blast. So what I want to do today in terms of celebrating the club is I want to bring in Coach Kevin Lyles, one of our coaches on the team that serves club members. You know him from Coach's Corner, to talk about his perspective from the club because he joined as a member 4 years ago. And then we asked some club members to share one way that the club has helped them on their journey to rocking retirement. And I'm just going to play the audio that they shared so you can hear it from their words to help you decide whether this is something that is going to help you on your journey, which we're really excited about. So let's get started. Welcome, Coach Kevin Lyles from the Rock Retirement Club. Kevin, how you doing, man?
Good, Roger.
Now, this is a 4-year anniversary this month of the club, and you were a alpha member, we called them.
Can you believe it's been that long?
No, I can't, actually. So you're probably well positioned, even though you're a coach now. You started out as an alpha member. You've been on this entire journey and have influenced a lot. Thank you so much, by the way. How do we describe what the club is and who it's for?
Wow, that's a great one. And, you and I talked last month that we were going to do this podcast. And I had sort of my talking points I wanted to talk about. And really, what I want to talk about changed a lot this month due to some circumstances. Last week, you started your podcast with a quote. I forget who it was by. It's easy to be an optimist on a sunny day. And I've always considered myself an optimist, but that's been tested, as you know, recently. We were on vacation a few weeks ago when our home got hit by Hurricane Ian down on Sanibel Island. And it did pretty significant damage to our home. And frankly, access to the island was shut off for about a month because the Causeway Bridge got damaged. And it's just a big mess. And I was scheduled, when I came back from that vacation, 3 days later, I was supposed to leave to attend the Rock Retirement Club Roundup with you in Grapevine. And I had pretty much decided by that time I was going to cancel the trip and not go down there. I just had too much to deal with on our home to sort of assess the damages, try to salvage things, that sort of thing. Then I got home and opened my email because I had quit looking at my inbox during vacation, and I had so many messages from club members. I'm going to get emotional. But it was so many people just wanting to know if we were okay, how they could help, sending us best wishes. And I just knew I had to get to Grapevine to be with my people.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it worked. As you saw me at the roundup, was I okay? I was great. I was energized. I left with a feeling of warmth and community spirit, and it made visiting our home for the first time after the storm so much easier to handle.
It's good to
So
have.
that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the community we have of caring people in the Rock Retirement Club who genuinely care about each other, who have developed friendships, mostly virtual, although we've had a number of face-to-face meetups, as you know, over these last 4 years. I have a whole tribe of people who I didn't know when I retired, and that's helping me to navigate through retirement.
That coming from the roundup, that is the thing that sticks out, that community aspect of it. And what's interesting, and you were there at the beginning, I didn't expect any of that. Everything was about the spreadsheets, the calculators. How do I, should I do a Roth conversion? We have plenty of geeky conversations about those things. That's what I thought it was going to be more of.
I did too. I mean, as you know, I started with a name Beachwalker instead of using my name.
Yeah, because
I thought everyone was going to be anonymous in the club. I didn't dream of what it would become. And yeah, we do a good job, I hope, of educating people and helping them develop their financial plans and their life plans for retirement. But that community was really a big surprise, and what a great benefit to the club.
I just finished a chat with Christine and Jeff on the Longview for their podcast. I don't even know if it's come out yet. And one of them asked a question. I think it was regarding the club, and it was, well, you get into a lot of more of the squishy side of things as well as the technical things. And I stopped for a moment, and I said, I think I started with, I need to challenge your terms first, calling it the squishy side of things. And he didn't mean it in a bad way, but I'm like, this is life. Retirement is creating the right outcomes. That is not squishy.
Isn't that the truth?
And it's easy for the financial folks to think about the spreadsheets. And right. those and just like the money that we save and everything else are a means to the end. And that's, I think, the thing that we try to find a lot of balance with.
Yeah. And, Roger, you've done a great job of teaching all of us that it's really the numbers that are often squishy. We think because they're numbers, they can add up and they can tell us yes or no, and this is possible and this isn't. But the numbers are merely wild guesses in many cases. We do the best we can to get them right, but you have to stay agile. You have to adjust them. Whereas your life plan for retirement is really the important part, and the part that you can actually impact in a meaningful way.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that perspective, because I think of you as this stoic, extremely intelligent dude, which you are. And anything else you want to share on these 4 years and your perspective of who this club might be a good fit for?
Well, it's anyone who is going into retirement and want to make sure they've got their ducks in a row. It's anyone who has already entered into retirement and is starting to realize it's not just vacation time. There's much more to life than that. And usually after the honeymoon period of retirement, they start looking for more. So I think those people are the ones that can really benefit from the club. And yeah, now I'm getting to my talking points. We do a lot of really fun things in the club, but you're doing a session today on continuing care retirement communities.
Yeah, we're bringing in an expert to talk and explain what they are.
Yeah, we bring in some of the best financial experts, the best retirement podcasters and bloggers. We hit all the retirement topics like CCRCs, like Medicare, long-term care, functional health, estate planning, taxes in retirement. There's so much more to it than just looking at your retirement financial plan. which we also spend a lot of time doing.
Yeah. And I think we look at these topics, and I think this is an important distinction, with curiosity, not with talking points.
Exactly. We are learning as we go. And because quite honestly, the whole field is learning as we go.
Yeah.
You know, this is a new age. People are living much longer, much healthier in retirement than they ever have before. And so we're sort of inventing it. And wow, it's great to do that with about 1,000 people who are like-minded, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. In fact, let's go hear some of their reasons of what the club means to them so we can help people understand.
Great.
The club? Well, I discovered the club after getting overwhelmed by online retirement calculators, conflicting advice, pushy financial salespeople, you know who you are, and worse yet, my own spreadsheets. Yeah, I got buried in them. And I knew I couldn't be the only one looking for some sanity and clarity.
Now let's hear from some club members on how it's helped them in their own words. Some wonderful people.
But the big difference is that others share them in the club so we can learn from and support each other. I like that there are people a decade into retirement sharing their wisdom and experiences, good, bad, and ugly. And I also like that there are those planning years ahead sharing their enthusiasm. But best of all, I've been enjoying that the group goes beyond finances and toward us all intentionally building the next chapter of our lives with stronger connections, better health, clearer purpose, and more fun. And where else could I get a t-shirt that says, retirement is not a spreadsheet?
Hi, this is Karen. The RRC has been a very important thing for me. I had the money, but not the courage to do a number of things in retirement. I was afraid to travel solo because I'd lost my spouse, and I wasn't sure since I hadn't been doing the primary planning. Not just Roger, but all the people in the club came forward with practical answers to my questions, numbers of tour groups that they had encountered, ways to manage train travel, ways to manage money, different tour guides that had been helpful, hundreds of very thoughtful, practical answers. It made a huge difference to me. I did make the first trip, and I've now made 4 others, thanks to the courage and the enthusiasm and the support I've gotten from the RRC. It changed my life. Thanks.
The wide variety of workshops within the club gave me the confidence to retire early.
Hey, Roger. The club to me from the very beginning, I wish I had had this before I retired. I joined after I retired, and I didn't know what I didn't know. It would have really cut down on the anxiety, given me community and connection around this topic of retirement, just not for the money, but also the softer side of things. I just can't say enough good about how it's benefited me personally and my family and my friends. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Roger, the one thing I think is the best about the club is the ability to listen to others' ideas and to confirm my ideas through the leaders of the club and also the members. It's a great place, a safe place, and I get a lot out of it.
I invite you to join me, and you do that by going to livewithroger.com and hang out with me on Thursday or Saturday to get some structure to have more confidence in your plan, but also to consider joining the club and joining these great people in walking this journey to rocking retirement.